Hi students, let us start with the first session of carbon and its compound. The main learning objectives are how the carbon is occurring in nature, occurrence of carbon. Next we will be learning about covalent bonding in carbon and hydrocarbons and its classification. So let us start with the carbon, electronic configuration of carbon element. What is the atomic number of carbon? Atomic number of carbon is 6. So how we can write the electronic configuration of carbon? Its distribution of electron is, in K shell there are 2 electrons and in the L shell, that is the outermost shell, there are 4 electrons. As there are 4 electrons in the outermost shell, outermost shell electrons are called also valence electron. Its valency is equal to 4. The carbon valency is equal to 4. How the its valency is equal to 4. So it is capable to form 4 bonds with the other atoms. As it can form 4 bonds with other atom, it is a tetravalent atom. Now which type of bonding is happening in the case of carbon? In the case of carbon, there is no possibility for the ionic bonding. In the case of ionic bonding, either there may be loss of electron or maybe the gain of electron. In the case of ionic bonding, if it is possible in the carbon, it cannot hold, the nucleus cannot hold the electrons properly. If suppose 4 electrons are losing to get the inert gas configuration, how many electrons will left over there? 2 electrons will left over. So nucleus cannot hold this many electrons due to the energy consideration. So if it is either the other way is, it can accept 4 electron in order to get the next inert gas configuration. That means 4 plus 4 8. In order to satisfy the octet condition, it can accept electron. If it is accepting electron also, 4 plus 4 electron, that means 8 electron. What happens? Due to energy consideration, nucleus cannot hold these many electrons together. So better the carbon will go for the covalent bonding. The covalent bonding is occurring by the sharing of pair of electron. So in the carbon atom, there happens covalent bonding. The bonding occurs by sharing of pair of electrons is known as covalent bonding. In covalent bonding, there are 3 types of bonding. One is single bonding, double bonding and triple bonding. Let us discuss about single bonding. Single bonding, how it is happening. Single covalent bonds are formed by the sharing of one pair of electron. Let us look at the example for the hydrogen molecule. Hydrogen atom, there is only one electron in its outermost shell and it shares with other hydrogen atom. Here one pair of electrons are shared. So here form HH single bond. Next we will be discussing. So single bonds are formed by sharing a pair of electrons. Here one pair of electrons are shared, hence there is HH single bond is formed. Next we will come to the double bonding. Double covalent bonds are formed by sharing 2 pairs of electrons. Let us take the example for oxygen. Oxygen, the atomic number is 8. The electronic distribution of oxygen is, K shell there are 2 electrons, in the L shell there are 6 electrons, total 8 electrons. So the valence electrons are 6. So here in the case of one oxygen, here 2 pairs of electrons means 2 pair of one oxygen atom and 2 pair of other oxygen atom getting shared and form O double bond O. Here total 4 electrons are getting shared and form O double bond O. So this is the double bonding. So double bonding is occurred by sharing 2 pairs of electron. Basically the covalent bonding is formed by sharing of pair of electron. This shared pair of electrons are the properties of both the atom. It is equally shared in between the 2 atoms. Now the next is triple bonding. How the triple bonding is formed? Triple covalent bonds are formed by sharing of 3 pairs of electrons. Let us discuss in the case of nitrogen atom. Nitrogen, the atomic number is 7. What is the electronic configuration? The K shell contains 2 atoms, L shell contains 5 atoms. So the valency of nitrogen is 5. It contains 5 valence electrons in the that is in the L shell. So how the triple bonding is forming in the case of nitrogen atom? So here one nitrogen atom, 3 electrons each nitrogen atom shares 3 electrons in the center and forms N triple bond N. How many total electrons are shared in between? There are 6 electrons are shared in between the nitrogen atoms, each nitrogen atoms. Hence form N triple bond N bonds. Similarly, this single bonding, double bonding and triple bonding occurs in the case of carbon compound that we are going to discuss in this chapter. So carbon is able to form single bond, carbon-carbon single bond, and it is also able to form carbon-carbon double bond, and it is also able to form carbon-carbon triple bond. How this single bonding, double bonding and triple bonding occurs in the case of carbon, that we are going to discuss in the next sessions. Let us see, while learning the organic chemistry, the basic thing we have to keep in mind that we must know how to draw the basic skeleton of carbon. So carbon, the valency is equal to 4. It can form 4 bonds, 4 covalent bonds with other 4 atoms. So its basic skeleton is shown like this. Carbon, there are 4 short lines are drawn around the carbon atom, around the carbon symbol. Now let us discuss the characteristic property of carbon. There are 2 characteristic properties to form large number of compounds. That is only the speciality of carbon. One is catenation and the other one is tetravalency. So catenation and tetravalency. So what do you mean by catenation? Catenation, the word meaning is self-linking. It is only the ability of carbon to form long chain compounds by self-linking. It can form a long chain compounds by bonding, covalent bonding. It can form long chains. So the straight chain, these long chains may be straight chain compounds, branched chain compounds or cyclic compounds. So straight chain compounds, how it is forming. So this is the straight chain compound. These are the straight chain compounds. Here the carbon is linked through the each one of them, they are linked to connect a long chain. And next is branched chain. Here there are some branches are in between the carbon atoms. So it can form branches also and form large number of compounds. And it also can form the ring compounds, that is ring structure. So it is also able to form the compounds, the ring structure, they are cyclic compound. So these are the 3 catenation, 3 existence: straight chain compounds, branched chain compounds and cyclic compound. And one more reason there is for existence of large number of organic compounds, that is tetravalency. It is only the special characteristic of carbon, characteristic property of carbon, that is carbon valency is 4. It is very quite large. It can form 4 bonds with other 4 atoms. So this is also one of the important property of carbon, that so that it can form large number of compounds. So mainly we have to keep it in mind, the characteristic property to form the large number of compounds. One is catenation, that is self-linking, it can form long chain compounds, and the other one is tetravalency. Now we are going to discuss about the hydrocarbons. Let us start types of organic compounds. Which are the types of organic compound? First it is hydrocarbon. Next is haloalkanes, alcohols, aldehydes, ketones, carboxylic acid. Before going to explain all this, first we will move to hydrocarbons. What are hydrocarbons? These are the compounds, carbon compounds, which are made up of hydrogen and carbon only. So these type of compound, that means hydrocarbons, only contain carbon and hydrogen atoms. Hydrocarbons are classified further into saturated hydrocarbons and unsaturated hydrocarbon. What do you mean by saturated? The word meaning saturated. Saturated hydrocarbons in which the hydrocarbons, that means carbon atoms, are linked together through carbon-carbon single bond. There is only carbon-carbon single bond. Carbon atoms are connected through single bonding. So these are named as alkanes. Alkanes, they are having the general formula CnH2n plus 2, where N is the number of carbon atoms. Yes, so we are having this classification of alkanes, and then we will go to the unsaturated hydrocarbons. Unsaturated hydrocarbons are the hydrocarbons in which carbon atoms are connected through double or triple bonds. The carbon atoms, the compounds which contain double bond, hydrocarbons which contain double bond, they are named as alkenes, and their general formula is CnH2n, where N is the number of carbon atom here also. And the other one is carbon-carbon triple bond. Here the carbon atoms are connected through triple bond. So this is also coming under the category of unsaturated hydrocarbon. So its general formula, its name is alkynes, Y-N-E-S, alkynes. And the general formula is CnH2n minus 2, where N is the number of carbon atom. So before writing the names of these hydrocarbons, let us have a look on this. The compounds containing only one carbon atom will start with the name meth. If there are two carbon atoms, we'll start with the name eth. If there are three carbon atoms, we'll start with the name prop. If there are four carbon atoms in the compound, we will start with the name but. And if there are 5 carbon atoms, pen, 6 carbon atom hex, 7 carbon atom het, 8 carbon atom opt, etc. So this we will discuss in detail in the next session about the category of alkanes, members of alkanes and alkenes and alkynes. We will discuss in the next session. Just we will have a recap of the session. First one, we have already discussed about the occurrence of carbon atom, where the carbon atoms are occurring, and their characteristic property we explained about catenation and tetravalency. Then we discussed about the covalent bonding, covalent single bonding, double bonding and triple bonding. And we discussed about the hydrocarbons classification. Hydrocarbons are classified into saturated hydrocarbons and unsaturated hydrocarbons. Next we will discuss in detail about the naming members of alkanes, alkenes and alkynes in the next session.
The covalent bond, the chemical bond that is formed between two combining atoms by mutual sharing of one or more electrons of atoms of non-metallic elements, is called a covalent bond. For example, formation of F2 molecule. Fluorine atom has the electronic configuration 2,7. There are 7 electrons in its valence shell. Each fluorine atom needs 1 electron to complete its octet. In order to complete the octet, each fluorine atom contributes 1 electron for sharing, and both the atoms share a pair of electrons, which constitutes a covalent bond between the two atoms. Covalent bonds are classified into 3. Single covalent bond. When the atoms share only 1 pair of electrons, it is a single covalent bond. For example, formation of hydrogen molecule. Hydrogen atom has 1 electron in its first shell, which is also the outermost shell. In order to complete its duplet and attain the configuration of helium, hydrogen shares 1 electron with another atom of hydrogen and forms a covalent molecule. 1 pair of shared electron is shown by a single line, which is a single covalent bond. Double covalent bond. If the atoms share 2 pairs of electrons, it is a double covalent bond. Example, formation of O2 oxygen molecule. Oxygen atom has 6 electrons in its outermost shell. 2 oxygen atoms combine by sharing 2 pairs of electrons between them and form a covalent molecule. 2 pairs of shared electrons is shown by the double line, which is double covalent bond. Triple covalent bond. When the atoms share 3 pairs of electrons, it is triple covalent bond. Example, nitrogen molecule. Nitrogen has 5 valence electrons. It needs 3 more electrons to complete its octet. It shares 3 electrons with other atom of nitrogen to form triple covalent bond. 3 pairs of shared electrons by a triple line, which is a triple covalent bond.